Hello and welcome to Everyday Champions in Business, presented by Action Coach Dane County. Action Coach is the world's #1 business coaching company, and this is your opportunity to hear the stories, the tips, and the insider information that makes business and entrepreneurship the greatest game on the planet. I'm Rob Maniaci, enrollment specialist with Action Coach Dane County, and today it's my pleasure to introduce Justin DeMa and Jonathan Ostrander, part of the sales team at Bisbee's Flooring Center. Good morning, gentlemen.
Good
Good
morning.
morning.
How's it going?
Good.
Good.
Well, thanks for joining us. Quickly, tell us name of the company again, your roles, and how long you've been in business, how many employees you have, that sort of top level information.
So we're Bisbee's Flooring Center. We're in Sun Prairie, Wisconsin. Not in relation to the one in McFarland. I'm a sales associate.
I'm also a sales associate.
Other than us, there's only two other employees, and which would be my mother and father-in-law, who are the owners currently. So
Okay. And tell us, when was Bisbee's founded and when has it been, when did your family step in?
so 1984 is when Bisbee's what came about and came out of McFarland. It grew over the years to about 7 locations. And then in 99, my father-in-law purchased the Sun Prairie location. And ever since then, he's been the owner. And then I came on board probably just about 6.5 years ago.
I joined the team about a year and a half ago. Worked in a flooring store before this, and I have about 5 years experience at that other store, so it worked out to join the team here.
So, as a member of the sales team, how do you describe the business when people ask what you do?
The way I would describe it is we are a mom and pop shop, but more of a boutique type style. We're not offering, just lower and mid grade products. We're offering anywhere from mid grade to high grade products. We're not just a flooring store either. We offer cabinets, countertops, custom tile floors, hardwood floors, obviously LVP, laminate, and carpet.
Okay, so everything to cover a floor plus.
Yep, and then we do cover like Main Street commercial. We're not, obviously we're not focused on, large commercial like brand new apartment complexes or anything like that. More of that, every run of the mill, church, small business. That's kind of our focus.
Okay, but primary residential.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, and do you do installation as well? Is that part of it?
Yep, correct. Yep.
Okay. And then what's the long-term vision? What's the company going to look like, say, 3 to 5 years down the road?
I think for us, 3 to 5 years is tweaking and improving. Obviously everything can be improved, but I think it's finding ways to be more consistent, at least from an internal standpoint, and growth that way. And then we can expand from there. Jonathan might have a different outreach on that, but that's kind of my goal.
I would say our long-term vision also would be to be able to serve Sun Prairie and the local areas better, as far as making sure our installation team is doing the best that they can do, and that we are professional both on the installation part of it and, when we're out doing our measures, and just making sure that we're, giving people the best business that we can be here in Sun Prairie. And then they trust us, and we're not going to try to steer them in a direction that's not right for them and their home.
So no massive changes, but just constantly improving and getting better.
Yep,
Right.
correct.
Okay. Let's say, tell us more about, you mentioned you're primarily residential. Do you have that? Can you drill down a little deeper? Describe your ideal client or your target market, or who's driving the business as things stand today.
I would say word of mouth is majority. We want continued returning customers. Word of mouth is key when it comes to this. It's always one bad is 10 negatives versus 10 positives is one. I think that's probably our target, working within the community and making us, the #1 spot to be. I think that's the key goal.
Do you see like typical homeowner, like the value of the home? It's remodels, I'm assuming, or who is that typical client?
I would say majority is going to be remodel. We're not doing a lot of new home builders. We don't see a ton of the local builders buying directly from local, I guess you could say,
Uh-huh.
which, obviously we would love to gain that business, but they'd have to want to come here too, and we're not going to force that. We want to take care of the people that want our services.
Beyond providing floor covering, if you get a little philosophical, what's the real value you're delivering? What's the problem you're solving that Bisbee's is really good at? That
Most people have to change their floors, in their lifetime at least a couple times. So, the main thing that we want to do is provide them a type of floor or a kitchen or countertop that is going to be suitable for their lifestyle. So whether that's if somebody has allergies, that we're finding something that's going to help them to improve their lifestyle at home, or is it something where, maybe they have an elderly parent that they're going to be taking care of in the near future. Maybe it's something where we're building a walk-in shower, so then they have an easier way to take care of that, parent in the future. So we strive to really not just sell a product to our customers. We're striving to help them solve whatever problem they're facing, whether it be something that they're just trying to do as far as they want to renovate their house, more of a, fun type project, or maybe more mandatory. They got some water in their basement. They have, something that they weren't expecting. We want to be there to guide them and help them find the right solution for that issue, and that we're not trying to just push them in certain products. We're digging deeper than that and educating them and helping them out that way.
okay. So beyond choosing a color, it's get to know the person, find out what they really want to accomplish, and maybe they're missing something that could cost them time or money down the road. You're going to give them your expertise and just be like an outside set of eyes to share things that they might not have considered.
Right.
Good. I guess what would you say is the biggest challenge you face as business leaders?
Very challenging in our day and age, just because the more information you have out there, sometimes it's harder. When people are Googling something or watching something on TV, they might get a sense of what they want or what they want to do. And sometimes that can be a challenge because they have a concept or, something in their mind that they're thinking before they come in the door. And it's our job to help, kind of goes back to the previous question, help direct them and figure out what they actually need. The other thing is just finding quality installation people. Well, the trades in general, it's hard to find good people, and that's a challenge. Keeping good people, finding them especially the younger generation, getting them interested in the trades.
Yep.
That's a challenge. And so part of our job is finding those and cultivating that interest, in those installers and pouring into them and making sure they have the resources to install whatever project they're on accurately and professionally, and making sure that everything is done, according to all the specs. So I think that's a major challenge too that we're facing.
Yeah. So hiring and retaining employees, and then just there's a lot of noise out there, and just filtering through that and making sure your clients are coming up with the best possible solutions.
Right.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's shift gears to some rapid fire questions. So in this situation, we're looking for your best short, quick response. And I'll let each of you answer each question, okay? So you're ready. Here we go. Who has been a champion in your life? Someone you really admire and has helped you get where you are today?
I would have to say probably my dad, and I guess my mom too. I mean, my dad, he went back to college when he was in his 30s, then went back for his master's right after that. And, he went from a factory semi-truck driver to now a head of quality management for the last 20 some years.
Okay. And Jonathan?
My parents, that's my dad especially, but yeah, my parents, that came to my mind first thing.
And what would you say is your key to success?
I think my my drive to work and work hard. I'm always working hard. I think that's the way I'm programmed. So I think that's what my key is.
I would say my key is just being understanding of people and where they're at. Being able to level with people and be real with people and not, come across as just leveling with people where they're at. I think that's been really very helpful for me.
Good. Jonathan, you're on the spot first this time.
Okay.
A must read book.
Ooh, I would say Entree Leadership. I would say is a great book that for business, but also just for personal finance too. But yeah, that's been a book that I've read that I would recommend.
Okay. And Justin.
Actually, I'm reading one right now. It's called Resilient. It kind of goes modern day with like COVID and, all the distractions we have in our life. And it kind of helps you find a way through and gives you a peace of mind.
Perfect. What's the best book? The one I'm reading right now.
Yeah, right.
Love it. If you met a brand new business owner, what would be your advice to them?
Grow slow.
Thank you.
Take things as they come.
And I would say reinvest in what you're building.
And then the last question for rapid fire, either one of you, where can we find you online?
Bisbee'sFlooringCenter.com.
Thank you. You guys do Instagram, Facebook, any of those?
Both. Yep.
Both. Okay. Thank you. Nice job on the rapid fire. That was the first time I had to do two people like that. Anything you'd like to include in the form of an offer for the folks that are watching the video?
I guess anybody that sees this video, we kind of would do, like what we do with a builder's discount, basically. If they can prove that they came in here and we can help them out with a project, we'd love to do that.
Okay. So mention the video and talk to them about receiving the builder's discount.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thanks. That's very generous. Appreciate that. And then last question, and here I'll give you both an opportunity to answer again. All topics are wide open. Doesn't necessarily have to be business and floor covering. What's most inspiring to you these days? Justin.
I think that's a loaded question. I think for me as my two children is my most inspiring thing. Watching them grow. Yesterday I had my day off with them and getting to see their smiles and watching them see things for the first time. I think that it helps you slow down and, really get a taste of, life is much more important than just your day to day.
Yeah. How old are they?
3 and a year and a half.
Okay. That's fun. And Jonathan, what's most inspiring to you?
I would say it's the little things for me, just seeing people do the right thing. It seems like that's almost counterculture right now. Just doing the right thing, being honest, seeing that take place, out in the world, if you will,
Sure.
Not in our regular circle. That's inspiring. I mean, that's fun to see when you see people come together, political differences or whatever differences and all, to see somebody come together and do something kind. I think that's always inspiring. So.
Yep. Well done. Thank you. Appreciate both those answers and appreciate you being our guest on Everyday Champions in Business. As a thank you for your participation, we are going to send you a copy of Joe Theismann's book, How to Be a Champion Every Day, autographed by Joe. So I'll let you guys can share that, can fight over who reads it first. And then if you know someone or are watching and want to be part of Everyday Champions in Business, please click on the link below and you can schedule your own interview. Gentlemen, thank you so much for sharing your story with us, and I hope you have a fantastic rest of your week.
Yes, thank you. Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
All right.